Hello everyone, welcome to the channel of DIMS Coders. This is Rutu Kamtikar explaining you the concept of different control statement used in C programming. Why are these statements used in C programming? They are used when there are two or more than two possibilities to check. As the name suggests, these statements controls the execution of various statements after checking the condition given. The principal logic behind this control statement is shown in the flowchart on the screen. As you can see, the condition is tested, and if the condition is true, the statement in the block are executed. And if the condition is false, the statement inside the block are skipped and the statement after are executed. So now let's see different control statement. In this video, we will learn three different kinds of control statement in details. That is, first, if statement, second, if-else statement, third, else-if statement. Now we start with the if statement. The syntax of if statement is on the screen. It starts with an if keyword followed by the condition in parenthesis. Open the curly bracket. Write all the statements that are needed to be executed when the condition of if is true. Close the curly bracket. Write all the statements that are needed to be executed further. How if statement works? The if statement evaluates the test expression inside the parenthesis. If the test expression is evaluated to true, statement inside the body of if are executed. If the test expression is evaluated to false, statement inside the body of if are not executed. The example is on the screen. When the expression is true, when the condition of if is true, the code inside the curly bracket is executed followed by the code after. But what if the expression is false? When the expression is false, when the test of if is false, the code inside the curly bracket is skipped and the program jumps to the code after. Here is an example of if statement. In this example, the condition given is 1. When the condition is true, it prints hello world. But when the condition is false, it just prints hi. We will later on see this example, how it works on a turbo screen for better understanding. Here is one note. What does a block means? Block means a group of statements enclosed in a curly bracket. The red characters on the screen are together known as blocks. Now let's move forward to the next type of control statement, that is if-else statement. The syntax of if-else statement also starts with an if keyword. Write the condition in parenthesis. Open the curly bracket. Write all the statements that are needed to be executed when the condition of if is true. Close the curly bracket, followed by an else keyword. Again open the curly bracket, write the statement. Close the curly bracket, followed by the statement that are needed to be executed further. How if-else statement works? If the test expression is evaluated to true, statements inside the body of if are executed and the statement inside the body of else are skipped from execution. If the test expression is evaluated to false, statement inside the body of else are executed and the statements inside the body of if are skipped from execution. Example is on the screen. when the expression is true, when the expression of if is true, the code of if is executed and the else body is skipped from execution. But what if when the expression is false? When the expression of if is false, the body or the block of if is skipped from execution and the program jumps directly to the else body. Here is an example of if-else statement. In this example, we have declared two integers, that is a and b. These integers are taken from the user. Then we have given an if keyword followed by a condition, that is a is less than b. When this condition is true, it prints a is minimum and b is maximum. But when this condition does not satisfy, the program directly jumps to the else and it prints a is maximum and b is minimum. We will also see this example later on a turbo screen. Now let's move to the final control statement of this video. Is else if statement. The else if statement syntax is also similar to the if else statement syntax. It also starts with an if keyword followed by the condition in parenthesis. Open the curly bracket. Write all the statements that are needed to be executed when the condition of if is true. Close the curly bracket. Write else if and write the second condition. Open the curly bracket and write all the statements that are needed to be executed when the condition 2 is true. Close the curly bracket followed by an else keyword. Close the curly bracket and write the statements and again close the curly bracket. The else if statement executes two different codes depending upon whether the text expression is true or false. Sometimes a choice has to be made from more than two possibilities. The else if ladder allows you to check between multiple text expressions and execute different statements. An else if statement allows you to check multiple conditions. Now let's see how else if statement works. The C if statements are executed from top to bottom. As soon as one of the conditions controlling the if is true, the statement associated with that if is executed and the rest of the C else if ladder is bypassed. If none of the condition is true, then the final else statement will be executed. You can see the flowchart on the screen. Here, first the condition 1 is tested. If the condition 1 is tested, it prints the statement 1. But if the condition 1 does not satisfy, it moves to the condition 2. When the condition 2 is satisfied, it goes to the statement 2. But if the condition 2 is also not being true, it moves to the condition 3. This process continues till any of the condition is satisfied. But if none of the condition above satisfied, it goes to the else body and the else body is executed. Here is an example of else if statement. In this example, we have declared an integer a which has been taken from the user. In this example, we have given a condition, that is a is greater than 0. When a is greater than 0, it prints it is an positive number. Again, we have given second condition, that is a is less than 0. When this condition is satisfied, it prints the number given is negative. We will see this example on the turbo screen now for better understanding. So friends, this is the turbo screen. Let's start with an if statement example. In this example, we need to check the number is negative. So we have started with including two header files, that is stdio and conio.h, then a void main. Then we have declared an integer a. clear screen, then enter an number. With this number we will take it from the user. Then here we have used an if keyword. Given a condition that when a is less than 0, it should print entered number is negative. Then followed by this printf statement. If statement is easy. So now we will run this program and see how it works. Now I have entered a negative number, that is -10. Okay, we'll end up -10. Entered number is a negative. Then if statement is easy. So what happened in this example? We have entered a negative number, which means the condition a is less than 0 is satisfied. When this condition is satisfied, it enters this block and it prints and this execute the statement, that is printf entered number is negative. And then it is followed by the statement as it is printf if statement is easy. Now again we will run this program. Now I have entered a positive number, that is 8. See, it just prints if statement is easy. What happened in now when I have given a positive number, the condition a is less than 0 is failed. As the condition fails, this statement, this block, printf block, is not executed and program directly jumps to the statement after, that is if statement is easy. Now we will see the next example, that is of if else statement. In this example we need to check if the given integer is even or odd. So in this example we have again included two header files, that is stdio.h and conio.h. Void main, open the curly bracket, declared an integer, that is integer a. Print f, enter an integer. We have taken this value of a from the user. Then we have used an if keyword. The condition given here is a mod 2 is equals to 0. True if the remainder is 0. This condition will be true when the remainder is 0. So when this condition is satisfied, it will print that given number is an even integer. Then we have written else. When the condition of if is not satisfied, it will jump to the else block and it will print given integer is an odd integer. So let's run this program now. So I have entered an integer, that is again 10. See, 10 is an even integer. So what happened here? The if condition becomes satisfied. So it prints given number is an even integer and the else block is kept. But what happens when the given integer is odd? Again let's run this program. Now we write a number, that is 51. Okay. See, 51 is an odd integer. Now what happened? In this program, the if statement, the if condition becomes false. So the block of if is not executed and the program jumps to else and the else statements are being executed. So friends, now let's see the final and the last program of this video of else if. So in this else if program, we have to check whether we have to relate two numbers, which is greater and which one is smaller. Again in this example, we have included two header files similar to the before programs. Then in this program, we have declared two integers, that is integer a and integer b. Then these two integers are been taken from the user And then we have given if, that is our condition first. The condition first given in this example is A equals to B. It checks if two numbers are equal. When this condition is true, it prints both numbers are equal. Then we have used an else if, that is for second condition. We use else if for multiple condition, more than two condition. So we have used here else if. It check if integer A is greater than integer B. When this condition is satisfied, it prints result that A is greater than B. Now there is a last condition. Okay, this is an else condition. In this, if both the condition given above does not satisfy, it prints the else body, that is result. This A integer is smaller than the B integer. Now let's run this program and see how it works. First we will enter an integer, that is 12 and 15. See, 12 is less than 15. In this, which condition is been satisfied? That is an else condition. Here the if condition did not satisfy, else if condition also did not satisfy, it directly jumped to the else body. Now let's run this program again. Now we'll write 15 first and then 12. See, 15 is greater than 12. Now in this execution, it print the condition of else if become true, and the result is printed like in the formatted given. Now what if the two numbers are equal? Now we will run again. That is 10. There is an, now we'll see, that is 10, 10. See, both the numbers are equal. So now in this execution, the if condition is satisfied and the block of if is executed. So friends, this is all for the video. If you like the video, do like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.